What's going on, good people? It's been a couple months since I've live streamed. Man. I think I got it down pat, but I'm just gonna give it a couple minutes just to make sure somebody's in the room and that you can actually hear me. So once I got somebody in here and they confirm that they can hear me, then we'll get it going. We'll get it started. I just don't want to talk to myself just for people to start coming in. And I realize there's no audio. Audio has been a challenge for me, so. Mr. Rashad, let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me speak? Mr. Marcus Smith, welcome, man. It's good to chop up basketball DFS with you guys again. You guys know that this is my passion. This is what I love to do. Um, Perfect. Y'all can hear me. Let's get right into it. Let's waste no more time. What I do like about my headphones not even in, so you might not be even hearing me that well. All right. So you should be able to hear me a little better now. Um, What I do like about this restart is that all the teams are not playing, so I'm not going to be breaking down 15 game, 10 game slates. It's going to be like 6, 5 games, which is great. All right, and I tend to do better with these mid-size slates anyway. Miss you guys, man. I see the room is filling up. That's exciting. I miss you guys, man. What's up, man? Let's get back to this basketball. I really feel like I'm going to do well tonight. My player pool is kind of small, but I really feel like I'm gonna do well tonight. I'm not gonna lie, man. I really feel like I'm gonna do well tonight. All right. David Moss, thanks for joining me. Marty, thanks for joining me. Marcus Smith, Movie Hood. Let's go. Let's get it. No more shout outs. Let's get it. All right. So the first game on the slate starts at 2:30 p.m. It's a Brooklyn versus Orlando. Um, let's start with the home team. Well, the quote unquote home team. Everybody's in Orlando. There's no crowd, but the alleged home team on the bottom here, Brooklyn, right? Um, KHRIS LeVert, chalk. Everybody's talking about him. My inbox is full of how do you feel about KHRIS LeVert. I love KHRIS LeVert. If you've been following me for months, you know that man has put money in my pocket already, and there's no reason to stop going to him. Am I gonna have him tonight? I doubt it. Not because I think he's a bad player or anything, but how popular that he's become at 7,800. Orlando plays good defense on the wings, and I just feel like teams are going to expect for him to do so much that they're going to come out ready for him, you know. That's not going to stop him. I mean, he's no James Harden, though, you know what I mean? He's not the type of guy that's going to just nobody could guard me. He's still kind of young. He's still developing, even though he's broken out already. He's showing potential. But for 8K, you know, my system is 6 times value. Every single player, the minimum requirement for me putting a player into my lineup, he has to have realistic potential 6 times value, okay? So if we look at 7,800, when I say 6 times value, for that price, I need at least 47 DK points. Can he get that? For sure. He's done it. If we look at just game logs, right? He got some 60s. So 1, 2, 3 60s in the last 10 games. But you also got a lot of like low 40s, some 30s, even some 20s. Now, mind you, that's when the team was fully healthy. There was some Dinwiddie in there and Temple and these guys. It's just mainly him and Dinwiddie because Kyrie Irving hasn't been playing that much. But I'm just a little bit concerned. I don't feel like the realistic opportunity is there. I think it's very possible. It's more 50-50. I don't like to take 50-50 chances, right? Another guy that I see on a lot of people mention is CHIOZZA, who is going to be the starting point guard. Any point guard that's starting for 3,900, I would be an idiot to tell you not to play him. It's just way too cheap. You know, normally I go to NBA.com and I look at stats and whatnot, but this one is just going to be a straight basketball knowledge, me chopping up this slate because there's no past 5 games to go to. For me to go pull up numbers from 3 months ago when there was a whole complete different team, crowd involved, we just got to look at each player for their talent level. I love CHIOZZA. Before the break, CHIOZZA had a nice little run. Which you know I actually got to watch him, and I kind of liked this game. He had like a 26 here in 24 minutes, 20. So he seems pretty much point per minute. If you're telling me he's gonna get about upper 20s in minutes, I'm like, why not? You know what I mean? He's consistent for a point per minute. 4 minutes, 4 points. 9 minutes, 10 points. 21, 22, 24, 21, 22, 26. So we see that he consistently will get you a point per minute. He hasn't played against Orlando. Orlando could be okay playing the point guard. I have 4 lineups, no CHIOZZA, and I'm a Brooklyn fan. You guys know I love to go to the Brooklyn Nets, especially for value. I just don't know. I've been watching the what you call it, and let's open up NBA.com. I've been watching the scrimmages, and before the scrimmages, I liked the kid. During the scrimmage, it seems like they're still trying to find a new identity. The Nets are. So when I'm picking players, I'm not looking for team players and routine. I'm looking for pure talent. Guys that I know got handle, could go to the rack, who could chuck. I like chucks. I like Jordan Clarkson kind of players who don't care about coaching or whatever. They just going to do what they got to do to get their points. And if they hot, the coach let them rock. If they cold, they going to get pulled. Those are the kind of players I like in these kind of situations. You know what I mean? Just looking back at Brooklyn scrimmages, CHIOZZA, it seems like they're still trying to find identity. He doesn't seem like that kind of player that has that aggression, that's just ready to take over the game, like a KHRIS LeVert. I see that more of a KHRIS role, but KHRIS is like 8K, right? So a little bit concerned with the KHRIS. Come on, they trying to sell me stuff. I'm just trying to find a Brooklyn Nets game just to kind of the Jazz, right? Let's check out the box score. I'm gonna open up a couple of these games. This is what I do, man. I'm not cheaping you guys out. I'm going here. We're gonna see the usage, how many shots he took compared to how many minutes he played, things like that, right? Let's check it out. CHIOZZA, 23 minutes. Okay, he went 0 for 4. On the upside, he got 4 steals and a block. If you're on FanDuel, that's like music to your ears, okay? But Draftkings doesn't really reward as much as FanDuel does for these defensive. But that's 10 off the bat, 20. Nope, 6 plus, that's 19, 20 and a half, 21, 22, 20. So roughly 24 with 0 points. The man got 24 fantasy points with 0 points due to his defensive numbers. Now, if you've been following me, I like to tell you guys, unless a player is known for those numbers, don't chase them, because sometimes they could be fluky. He had a good defensive game. Good for him. You know what I mean? Is he consistent at doing that? Let's look at another game. Let's see. The Spurs, they won, okay? KHRIS LeVert went off. He dropped 27 points. Let's see what we got here. Box score. Just want to see, because, you know, his shots was off one game. All right. We give him part. He still came through. So this game, again, he's not shooting the ball well. 1 for 6, 4 points. Guess what? He had 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Got a steal in there. So what we're saying is this guy will get you the peripherals. It looks like the assist numbers, I'm going to say, guys, be very careful, man. If they decide to put the ball in KHRIS LeVert hands, that might affect his assist numbers. If they decide to let it run like traditional basketball and let him be the point guard, we see what he can do. He'll get you 7 assists. He seems like he's crashing the boards. I have no beef. I have no beef with CHIOZZA. I don't have him. Again, he's just too popular for my kind of style of playing. He's very cheap. I'm just not too thrilled. Okay, I'm not too thrilled. Tyler Johnson is who I want. I want Tyler Johnson. He got that, look, coming off the bench, 18 minutes, 11 shots, okay? I like that. Higher percentage. The 3-ball goes in more. Now, he's not big on the rebounds. He's not going to get you assists. He's a 2-guard by nature. But if this game gets out of hand, I see Tyler Johnson getting minutes in the 30s. If the game is like blown out at halftime. But we don't like to predict blownouts, okay? So we want to be realistic. If you're telling me he's going to get low 20s minutes and he can get me 25 DK points, I'm happy with that. But he's the kind of player that he can explode. He can get you 35 if he gets hot and they start riding him. You know what I mean? We know that. And then it's a new coach. I know Kenny Atkins is a guy that like to give people opportunity when they start. Like when Dinwiddie came, he started showing up. I don't know this coach, so I don't really know my team as well. But I like, my gut's telling me Tyler Johnson. It's a pivot from the chalk. Nobody's really on him. He's under the radar. He has, you know, that's really the only backup, really. And then Jamal Crawford was already ruled out. So he's gonna get minutes. They already had him in the scrimmages. Not a lot of attention. I like Tyler Johnson if you're gonna look for a punt, min price, cheap kind of play. Spoke about KHRIS LeVert. Who else is worth mentioning? This guy Temple is hit or miss. Even I'm not gonna take not Temple. Temple I like as well. Temple will get you peripherals. He'll get you rebounds. He has vision. He can distribute. We've seen whenever Dinwiddie and LeVert was on the bench, and I know his team well. It's my favorite team in basketball. Whenever Dinwiddie and LeVert was on the bench, he was kind of like the facilitator. He plays defense. His defensive numbers are never a fluke. Every game he's due for a block or a steal. So if you're on FanDuel, you like to see that. That he had a bad shooting game here, but for 4K, he got 35 upside. 32 here, 38. So these are the guys that you need to be looking at. When the masses is telling you, if the masses is always right, DraftKings wouldn't exist. They will win every day. If these guys can go on streams and all these analysis and tell you the right thing every day, it will be no competition, right? But the fun is to see the pivots, to see the guys that people overlook that has legitimate chances. And that's what I see in the Garrett Temples. That's what I see in the Tyler Johnsons. The CHIOZZA and the LeVerts, yes, the opportunity is there, and they should do well. I expect them to. But they have teammates that can also do well, okay? And we saw that in Kuzma last night. Nobody was talking about Kuzma. But guess what? Kuzma went off. I had Kuzma in my FanDuel line, and I won money because of Kuzma. I think I had him on one of my DraftKings line and won money. Because I seen the vision. I was like, all right, LeBron AD. Who's next? Everybody, Dion Waiters. Like, what? He just came to the team. Why are we going to go crazy? He's coming off the bench. We got starters that's just as cheap. You understand? So Temple is a starter. He's just as cheap. He's probably the cheapest starter with the most usage and upside. I would say give Temple a shot, man. And he's an OG. He's been on the team. He's not a new head. They're not going to disrespect him, all right? Joe Harris, hit or miss. For 5K, I would say use caution. His floor is just too low. He also got that 30-point upside. Everybody usage is going up. The team is shorthanded. I don't think that the rotations are going to be that open. So, if you think Joe Harris can get you to that 30, that's what we're looking for 5K. You can go ahead. I'm not too happy on that. Not too excited about it. KHRIS LeVert. TLC. This Jay Anderson guy, he's a hustler. He plays hard. He doesn't have any talent. Any skills, he just got that Gus. You know what I mean? I would never recommend him personally. Kurucs. He came in questionable, but I think he's more so probable. I'm pretty sure he's gonna play. I like Kurucs. I think you got to give Kurucs a look. We know that this team has no centers really. Okay, they got Lance Thomas. He's about 45 years old, give or take. I mean, whatever. You could mess with some Lamb, but we know that DJ is not playing. So, who's the backup for Allen? I read something saying that they want to play Kurucs as a center against smaller bigs, or when teams try to go small, they're going to try to give him some. So if we're going to get some rebounds, he could double-double. 10 points, 8 rebounds. That's already 20 fantasy points. He's 3,300. God forbid his three balls start hitting. You start getting into the 30s, you know what I mean? So give Kurucs a shot. The Nets have a lot of cheap players that's going to get opportunity. If you get the right one tonight, you put some big stars around them, you should be set up to have a good game, okay? These are the plays you want to be looking for. But my favorites, Tyler Johnson, Temple, and then Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen has already showed success against this team. In 2 games, averaging 25 minutes. He's already at 31. I'm expecting his minutes to be in the 30s. This team doesn't seem to impose a lot of foul trouble on him. Vucevic doesn't seem like the guy that's coming 50 miles an hour trying to dunk on anybody. So I see Jarrett Allen as a potential double-double today. He probably get upper teens. I see 18 points, 12 rebounds for this guy today, man. Doesn't really have a backup. They can't go too small against Vucevic. They can't put Kurucs on Vucevic. Excuse me. So I'm like, yo, show Jarrett Allen some love. I think he'll do well. That's my favorite Nets. That's my 3. I would say Tyler Johnson, Jarrett Allen, and Temple. But the obvious CHIOZZA, LeVert, mainstream plays, going to be in most lineups, especially if you're in smaller pools. You're going to be having those guys in common. It's going to matter on your other players, whoever you have around them, whatever. But that's my take on the Nets. I think I spent 2 minutes time on the Nets. Let's check out Orlando. Let me check in to make sure you guys can hear me and everything is good. 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 Kuruch as a sleeper. I like it. Gabe Santana, we back. We ain't never left. We never went nowhere. The NBA is back, but we still right here, baby. Let's get that chicken. All right. Doug White said he's back. Keep up the good work. You know how we do. You know how we do. Tory J, welcome. Benny Butcherachovich, blow up concern. Oh, blowout. Ah, yeah. That's why I like Tyler Johnson. All right. This Nets game is nah, not to me. Movie hood, it looks like it, but it's a lot of 3K players that's gonna put up 40, man. 30s. I see at least 2 to 3 3K players that's gonna put up 30 tonight. And if you get the right one, you good. You got some James Harden around that, some studs. You're gonna be in a good spot. So don't say it's unattractive, because guess what? Brooklyn, even in scrimmage, and they're notorious for giving up a lot of fantasy points against centers. And right on cue, we're looking at a center right here who's very attractive tonight. We got to show Nikola Vucevic, one of my favorite players on the slate. Got to show him some love. He's already averaging 5 times his price, so that's good. That means his floor is going to be around the 5-time mark tonight. In 2 games against this team, mid-40s again. For 8,500, I'm looking for 50. Okay. Out of the last 10 games he played, he got to 51, 2, 3, 4, 50% of the time. So it's a 50% chance he'll get us to the 50. The matchup is good. What else do we need to know? Vucevic is a stud. He's to be highly considered. We don't need to spend too much time on that, okay? The point guard rotation seems to be pretty thick, all right? At first glance, I had some interest in Michael Carter-Williams, only because I was watching a scrimmage, see him put on some weight, see him attacking the rim. He was just looking good out there. I'm like, what? He looked healthy, finally. And I really liked what I saw from him. So I was excited about him. But then I'm like, seriously? Let's check out this scrimmage game against the Lakers. He's going to be against Marco Fultz. And he's not even a backup, because Marco Fultz backup is DJ Augustine and Fultz. Pretty much got the point guard thing. So he's more like a 2-guard role, right? But then we got, what's this guy's name? Fournier and Ross. Ross gets a lot of minutes and a lot of usage for Orlando. Ross was a go-to for me, coming off the bench, getting 35 a game. People was like, nah, he's off the bench. He was killing. Ross was making us money a couple months ago, okay? So it's a crowded backcourt. I got off M. Carter-Williams kind of quick, but just to kind of show you what kind of got my attention, man. I was watching a couple scrimmages, and this guy was really doing damage. I'm like, maybe he looked like starting point guard worthy. Okay, look here. They gave him 22 minutes. All right, he got you 15 points, 8 rebounds. That's 25 right there, and then 3 assists: 26, 27, 28, 29 and a half, 30, 31 and a half. No 3-pointers, no. So 31 and a half. Okay, how much they want for him? They want 4K for him. So that's 8 times value. So he stood out to me just in the scrimmages. The scrimmage is kind of tough because coaches are trying to see with these iffy players, do they want to give them burn, do they not? So this is one of those things where you chasing a scrimmage, just like chasing preseason football or basketball. You're going to have guys getting chances that's not going to get chances when shit matters, all right? So I was kind of leaning towards going Michael Carter-Williams just off of what I saw with my eyes, man. The guy looked really good out there. I'm telling you, this guy's going to start shining. But I just took a sit back and wait approach. I just want to wait until a game or two just to see the rotation. The best case scenario, they give him 20 minutes today, but he kind of sucks, right? He does nothing. And then people will be like, oh, they write him off. But the point that he got 20 minutes versus what I seen with my eyes in a good matchup, I'm like, yeah, give me something the next game. You know what I mean? But for this game right here, I'm just sitting back, playing the kind of wait and see approach, kind of just keeping my eyes on them. Again, I don't use spreadsheets and stuff like that. I just watch the game. I love basketball. I look at coaching. I look at matchups, and I see these guys, and I got a very good eye for them. And Michael Carter-Williams got my attention. I'm just playing the wait and see approach, okay? And then we got the starters, Fultz. Augustine actually looked pretty good as well. What was his numbers that day? 20 minutes. He got you 21 raw points in 20 minutes. He's 4K. Need I say more? All right, he's the starter, okay? And again, something else to see is Fultz didn't play this game. That's big to know as well. So unless we get some news about rotation and whatnot, we want to be careful because then we could chase these numbers like, oh my God, look at Augustine. But then Fultz didn't play, and it's a scrimmage game. So now Fultz plays, more usage to go around, less usage to go around, and then we get stuck. We like, damn, why do we chase it? We don't like to chase. We like to be ahead of the competition. Stick with as much starters that you know are going to have usage, who are going to be incorporated into the game, and we could do it like that. That's the best way, okay? T. Ross, yes, he's the number one off the bench. When these guys are resting, this guy come out very high powered on the season. I'm pretty sure he's averaging like damn near 30, no? Oh, 24. So he's averaging about 5 times his price. But if we're going to chase game logs, look at this guy. He's 5,700, okay? In the last 10 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 80% of the time, okay? wait. Time out. 80% of the time, this guy's going to meet value for that price off the bench. What changes? Nothing. What changes now? Nothing. But people are not attracted to these kind of players because they don't start. But they get so he's like a Lou Will, and he plays defense. He's a two-way player. He's 3-ball. Look at his shooting percentage, guys. I love these kind of players. 50%, 50%, 46, 57, 80. He lights out from downtown. Okay, he can get you some rebounds. It's gonna get you defense. God forbid he start getting 3 steals. You know what I mean? So this is the kind of player I like. Very safe, low owned. When everybody chasing big names or whatever, you get a guy like this. He'll come through for 35 points, 5,700. You happy? The only thing that I would say that goes against him is his ceiling is capped. He's not gonna get you 50, 60, 70. He's a bench player. He's a relief. He comes in, he contributes. The guys get rest. He comes out. Sometimes they'll finish the game with him if he's hot or if like they need the defense or the matchup is there or whatever. But he's not the kind of player that I would say if you're trying to take down a GPP, you need him. He's a safe play. If you got 5,700 left, you don't want to risk it, but you just want something that bring home the biscuit, you get this guy right here. You get a nice floor, mid-20s, you got a 40 ceiling, and you just cruise in between that area right there, okay? Fournier, he's a starter. When his shots hitting, he could be all right, but his floor could be a little scary, guys. You play 5,600, you get... Look, his backup is getting better number than him, all right? But he got a little better of a ceiling, though. He could get you into the mid-40s, maybe into the 50s, consistent around the 30s. He's cheaper than his backup. That's crazy, right? Crowded backcourt. Isaac, I think they said he is playing. He is going to play. But he's day-to-day, so they're going to be like kind of babysitting him. Is how many minutes he's going to get. I think on FanDuel, though, he's like min price. So over there, he's a good punt. For 6K with a guy that's banged up, we don't know what's going on, I would say be careful, all right? Aaron Gordon, we know that this guy here was putting up 50s and 60s. He had a hot little run, but then he could look 50s, 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 40s, 40s. That's what we like. But then I think Vucevic was hurt or was out. Don't get too crazy chasing these numbers. He came back, started selling it out into the 30s. For 7K, I need about 42, low 40s. He barely... The thing I like with this guy, though, when we look at his numbers, he's filling up the sheets. He's filling it up. 10 rebounds, 7 rebounds. Brooklyn has no size tonight, guys. DJ is out, and Allen is probably the biggest guy. Other than Allen, we're looking at Claxton, I believe. I don't even think Claxton's playing, so we're looking at Kurucs, okay? Kurucs plays defense sometimes, very intermittent, but Aaron Gordon should be able to take advantage. So the rebounds should be there. Look at the assist numbers. You know, they're there. He's playing defense, blocks, steals. The numbers are there. So I don't think he'll sink you. You know, again, you got the 50 to 60 upside. He's pretty safe for mid to upper 30s. He's 7K. I don't have him in it. I think I got him in like the last guy in kind of situation. I think I threw him in. Again, if you follow me on Twitter and me and you cool, we got a little history, or I like your energy. If you hit me up and the vibe go off like you a cool dude, I throw a lineup at you. If you into lineups, you know what I mean? Draftkings could kiss my butt. They be trying to hate on my little situation. But anyway, just hit me up. Let's chop it up. You want some advice? You don't even need a lineup. You just want some advice. You're in between two players. You want my take? My Twitter is in the description. Hit me up. We could talk about it. All right, but then again, you know who's my stud on this slate. Nikola Vucevic, the favorite player on this team. Again, show Mo Bamba some love. Mo Bamba is a good point per minute kind of guy. Did they give him some run this game? Let's see. Did Mo Bamba in 8 minutes? Look, 8 minutes, 9 points, 6 rebounds. He already smashed value. 8 minutes. So God forbid they give him 15 tonight. We just don't know. Again, one of those other guys that you need to kind of see what the rotations look like before you go crazy. But 3,100, you just want to throw something in because you like the rest of your lineup. Show Mo Bamba some love, all right? Again, I'm taking my time here with this one, guys. I'm not running through. I miss this stuff, man. Talk to me, y'all. I miss this stuff, man. I miss this stuff. What's up? See what y'all talking about. Hit the thumbs up if you want to. If you want to. Raw's good for 30 plus. I believe it. The inbox knowledge be fire. Levert usage monster with talent. You already know Gabe Santana. You know. You know. You know. Who is your number one must play on this slate? That's a tough question, man. Number one must play, Harden. If you pay 11,000, if you could afford a decent lineup around him, I guess Harden. All right, let's keep it going. Portland versus Memphis. Portland. Lillard 9K. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not saying he can't. Look, he's averaging 50 on the season. That's more than 5K his price. So we can say that, he can meet that. But if I'm paying 9K, I need a little more guarantee. Lillard doesn't give me that guarantee. Plus, I'm an Oklahoma City fan too. And I don't like how he be doing my folks. But the last game he played, he went for 50. But what if you get, Phoenix is not, what if you get 36 from a guy you paid 9K for? How would that make you feel? Huh? Like hitting the deposit button on the top right of the screen on Draftkings, right? If you get 36 or 29 for 9K, you might as well hit the deposit button and try again tomorrow. So reasons like that, I'm like, the floor is too low for a guy so expensive. If he gets 66 and I don't got him, I might have to hit the deposit button depending on his ownership. But I don't see him being high owned. Yeah, I'm not crazy. I just don't feel like he's worth that tonight. CJ Mack for 7K. All right, now we talking, all right? With or without Lillard, he's been a little more consistent this year. If you've been following me, I like to make fun of him. My nickname for him is Talk Like This. Mr. Talk Like This is doing better this year. Look, everything 40s and 50s. And nobody's talking about CJ. I haven't seen him in my inbox. I don't read blogs anymore, just so you know. I don't watch other people's videos. I don't care. I don't care about what you think. I play my own game. I got my own knowledge. If people come to me for advice, I'll give it. But I don't know what people are talking about, just so y'all know. FYI, I don't know what those other people are talking about. But what I can tell you is 10 out of the last 10, if I could get any of these, even the 36, for 7K, I'm grateful, and I'll keep it moving, all right? The minutes are going to be there. He's getting rebounds, assists. So this is the kind of guy I like to play. Safe floor, good upside. A lot of these games was when Dame was out, but Dame came back, and they both got 40 pieces, all right? The reason I would say to be careful, though, is because we got more guys like Nurkic. Nurkic was out, and we know that Nurkic got... What the heck happened? What the hell is this? What the hell is this doing this? My computer acting up, man. Hold on. Screen just split in half. Here we go. We know that Nurkic is an offensive threat, so he's gonna need the ball a little bit. Then we can look at his backups: Trent, Simons. Go for it. Carmelo Anthony should be pretty. Look, on the season he's averaging 30. On the last game out he got 40. His floor is a little bit crazy though, 14 and 18. But who they playing? Memphis. In 35 minutes he got to 27. Just depending, Ariza is out, so I'm thinking that's more minutes for Melo. I saw some videos. Melo's playing better defense now, so I have no idea how that's gonna work out. He's Zonia punts. These guys are punts that I'm not interested in. All right, we got to look at this whole thing now. Collins, I was big on Collins when the slate first, when the prices dropped. I'm like, wait a minute, who's the power forward? You know what I mean? Who's the power forward? We know the backups, Lillard and McCollum. They kind of stay on the court at all times. Trent and Simons will get worked in there. On the wing, you get maybe some Melo, he's on you or whatever. But who's there? Little? They got to be a part, and I'm pretty sure they're talking about starting Nurkic and Whiteside together, but that's gonna blow up pretty quick. It's not gonna work. What are they gonna do? They're gonna need Collins. So I was big on Collins. Let me see what he did his last scrimmage out. I was big on Collins for a little bit, but I don't know. He's a good play. I have no reason to tell you not to play him, but my gut feeling just said to use caution on him. That's the best explanation I could tell you. Is my gut feeling told me to use caution against Indiana. See if he got any minutes this game. All right, 19 minutes. Look, 6 points. Maybe that's what it was. I saw the scrimmages and I got turned off. 6 points, 5, 11, 12 and a half, 12, 13, 14 in 19 minutes. Nah. That doesn't, again, we're seeing guys come off the bench playing 8 minutes, getting 20 fantasy points. That's the talent that screams at me, okay? Not this guy. I just can't do it. I'm a little bit concerned. And then Whiteside for 8K, I would say no, only because Nurkic is back in the mix. Even before Nurkic got back in the mix, once Lillard came back, we started seeing him in some good matchups, get 40, low 40s, some 30s. When Lillard was out, he's getting 50s. I just don't feel safe with Whiteside tonight. But Nurkic, man, if you tell me he's going to get 30-something minutes, we know what this guy could do. He hasn't played yet for the whole year, though. He's coming back from a major injury. In 20 minutes, he got you 14 plus 10 is 24, plus 4, 28. Look, if the guy's getting upper 20s, almost 30 in 20 minutes, and you're telling me he's going to get 30, and he's only, what? Flipping 59. We just need 36. He did it in 20 minutes. Okay? They're playing Memphis. J-Val. J-Val defense could be iffy, but Valanciunas is a big body, though. He's going to pull him out. I don't know. I think Nurkic is a good gamble. I think it's worth it if the minutes are going to be there. Again, give it a game or two, see how they do with the minutes, and then go for it. If you feel froggy, you want to leap now, you got my approval. I have nothing bad to say about a 5,900 Nurkic who is known for going off for 40s. All we need from him is 35. All right? So definitely show Nurkic some love. Let's see what's going on in Memphis. Ja Morant, it's one of those guys. He's always slow to start, and then once, second half comes, he starts to go off. He's 7K. We need 42 for that price. Against this team, 32 minutes, he already put up 40. I won't be too mad with 40. I won't be too excited. It's not 50. For that price, I'm looking for mid 40s to say I'm like hitting. Like I enter 10-time boosters. That's like my bread and butter. If I hit a 10-time booster, that's $100. I bet $10 I win 100. So these kind of matches, I need a 7K guy to go for 50. You understand what I'm saying? But if he goes for 40 and my 3K guy goes for 40, that's good too. You understand? But yeah, I mean he got it. You see, he got 60 point upside right here. What I did like, though, because the reason that Ja Morant does not get into the 40s more consistently is because of his assist numbers. Again, guys, assist is the highest paying stat on Draftkings. A rebound pays 1.25. A point is 1 point. A steal, well, not the highest. The highest offensive thing. A steal is 2 points and a block is 2 points, okay? So when I'm looking for players, I'm looking for assist leaders, right? So one of the first things I do for those people who ask advice on building a lineup, when you open a slate, just go to NBA.com real quick and look at the assist leaders. And a lot of times the guys that's on top of the assist leaders end up on top of these slates because these are guys that look to pass first a lot of times, and they look to pass first. And because of that, people tend to play off of them. So when they're ready to start, scoring, they got a little more room and they can start getting aggressive. So you want an aggressive guy that's leading in assists. So assists per games, LeBron, Trey, those guys are not on tonight. But we see Rubio and Doncic are up there on the assists per games. Those guys are on tonight. So those are guys that you want to have on your radar, man. Because those are guys that can be aggressive. They're leading in assists. They can score. Those are the guys that's going to help you win, all right? So I just wanted to take a minute away from the breakdown to tell you that I'm big on assists per game. When I'm building my lineup, I look for the assist leaders because those guys can help you rack up stats. You get 10 assists and 10 points, that's already 10 plus 15, 20, 27 off the bat, all right? If you 7K, you get a little more points, a little more assists, some steals, a block, a rebound. you're working into the 40s, all right? But what I was saying about Ja Morant now is that I've been watching a couple of film on the scrimmages. Again, scrimmages could be so hard to go by because teams are sending out third string players and these guys are chewing them up. All right, so sometimes we don't want to get too carried away just relying on these scrimmages, but we want to look at it to see if a guy is healthy. Okay, here he had 22 points, 12 assists. That's 18. That's 42 already. If he had some three-pointers, that's more points. If he had a steal and a block or whatever, that's more points, all right? So Ja Morant for 7K, if he's going to be getting assists like that, man, I would say yes. Let me see the other game that he played. How many assists? I'm not even worried about his points because I know the points can come if he needs it, all right? Fast-paced game against the Rockets. I'm looking at his assists. If he's not going to be dishing, I don't want Ja Morant. If he's going to be dishing, lock him in, all right? So it looks like, you know, his vision is more there. Let me see. This is a fast-paced game. First I want to see who he's playing against. If he's playing, if Harden and those guys, so Harden and Westbrook played. Did Morant play this one? 31 minutes, okay? 17 points, 9 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. So yes, he got my nod. He is valid. Play him. Why not? I got him in a couple, man. Got Ja Morant in a couple lineups, okay? This guy right here got a nice upside, but so inconsistent. Dillon Brooks. I don't have to pull up a scrimmage. I could just tell you he's very inconsistent. He'll get you 24, 23, 26. He's 5K. Is that what you want? Every now and then he'll get you a 38 or a 40, but it's not consistent enough for me, okay? What I can say from the scrimmage, though, is that this guy here for 4,600, no, for 4,300, Kyle Anderson, he has arrived. He has been playing great basketball in these scrimmages. We look at the same game. Look at him. 24 minutes. 15 plus 5 is what? 20. 3 blocks. That's 26. All right. And 24 minutes. So he's about good for a point per minute. Again, I don't know if it's because of the scrimmage. The coach just want to see what he got to bring. But I did watch a game, and I like what I saw from him, man. He was looking really good out there. So in that price range, I like other guys, but if you want to be different, yeah, I'll say yes. Consider him. This Jay Jackson guy will either get into foul trouble or just do stupid shit that's going to piss you off. Every now and again, another guy, he got 40-point upside. We've seen him. Oh, this is the wrong guy I'm talking about. This guy too. This guy was balling too, I think. I saw him on TV. Hold on, where is he? Josh Jackson. I think I remember watching him and he was balling. I mean, these guys are not on my radar. They're not going to take down any slates. I don't want to waste too much time. If you have questions about him, I'll answer it. But I was talking about this Jackson. Jackson Jr., he'll set you up. He got some 40-point upside, but look, a 15, 14. You know, you pay 5K for a guy, you get half a point per flipping minute. His price, you're looking for 6 times value, not half. We're not looking at decimals, all right? We're looking at whole numbers. So, not into that. Not into that. But I like Valanciunas for 8K. We need mid-40s, 45, give or take. In the last 10 games, he's done that 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So 40% doesn't impress me. And he's one of these goofy doofball players. Whenever he doesn't have it going, he gets really like lethargic out there. And Nurkic is pretty decent at defense. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't have him in any of my lineups. There's so many centers on this slate. We have the Jarrett Allens, the Rashad Holmes. We have Vucevic. We have Porzingis. We got even Lopez. We got Thomas Bryant. We got what's this guy name on Phoenix? There's so many centers that I don't see Valanciunas making any lineup for me personally. But again, if you got your eyes on him and you like him, who am I to tell you no? Look what he got 50-point upside. He definitely got some 50-point upside. So definitely consider some of that. The Malevolent Elephant. Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up? We thinking alike already. I had CJ locked in. Yeah, CJ sneaky tonight. Low owned. We see that he's consistent. He's been having a breakout season. I think CJ should probably be considered for most improved. Top 3. With some Brandon Ingram in there. You know, that's just how I feel. I really believe that in my heart. So definitely consider some CJ, all right? What's your stack team? For value, I like the Nets. I like the Wizards. If you notice, my thumbnail is the Wizards. I like them today. I think those guys are kind of underpriced. Definitely look at the Nets and the Wizards. My dog back. Yo, Wagwan doggy. Madea. Nikita. What up? Long time no see. Welcome back. Yo, little Tay Day. Rock. Mitty. What up? What up, bro? It's always been good to hear from you. Yeah, what's up? I'm back, man. I'm back. Better than ever. Better than ever, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep it going. Let's check out this Washington game. It's Washington game. Yo, I am so big on this game. I think Vegas has it as the highest. Yeah, let's put up some Vegas. I don't know. I don't use Vegas enough, you know. NBA Vegas lines. I don't really use Vegas enough. So let's look at some Vegas. Vegas has. I think this game is the highest one. They got the over under on this on 227, higher than any other game today. Okay. Um. And I believe it. No defense being played. Oubre's out. There's no defense being played today. Yeah, and we like that for DFS. A bunch of people throwing up shots, a lot of rebounds, a lot of threes going in, a lot of and ones. It's a circus. It's gonna be a circus. My prediction is this game is gonna be a circus. It's my game that I like to target, and let's get into it. Point guard, guys. One of my favorite plays on this slate is SHABAZZ Napier. Probably my favorite play on the slate. I've been getting a lot of flack from it. Gabe Santana in my inbox like, I'm not a big SHABAZZ fan. I'm not a big SHABAZZ. I didn't put it at my thumbnail because I only want it for my crew. I use his teammates as a decoy, but I really wanted to put him as a thumbnail for this video, guys. I swear. But I don't want to give it away like that. Only my dedicated crew members got come and listen to me understand what SHABAZZ Napier is going to do tonight. He is going to murder them, okay? He is going to murder them tonight. I'm telling you. People think it's Ish Smith because he's 2K cheaper. No, it's SHABAZZ Napier. I love him. Let's talk about it some more, okay? We talk about assists. This guy right here, he got the vision, all right? He'll go out there and, I mean, he's not going to get you double. I think he'll get double digits tonight. I don't know why. I see him getting 12 assists tonight, personally. But he'll get you some. He played defense. Look, 3 steals, 4 steals, 3 steals, 4 steals. So he's getting you that. He's going to get some rebounds. But more than that, he's going to take a ton of shots. And he always have a decent shooting percentage, okay? All right? 38 minutes, 38 fantasy points. So guess what? Bradley Beal was playing, and this guy right here still was getting to the bag. Bradley Beal is not playing. Why is he not gonna get to the bag? You know why? Because everybody saw Troy Brown in the scrimmages showing off, and he's cheaper. So they under Troy Brown or Troy, whatever his name is, Brown Jr. They're gonna want him, and I don't think he's a bad play. He's 4K, and he's gonna have to do something, you know. But I think SHABAZZ Napier is gonna shine. 24 minutes, 20, 26 minutes, 20. 28 minutes, 25, 25. So these numbers here don't scream at me. But what does scream at me is anytime you got 30 minutes, like here against Milwaukee, 40. All right? You got 40 minutes here, 50. You got 38 minutes, 38. So I just feel like this guy's gonna go ham tonight, man. I think he's gonna murder them. I don't think Rubio is gonna be able to keep up with him, man. I think he's gonna have a big game. I think he's gonna be playing the 1. I think he has to play a little bit of the 2, you know. Troy Brown Jr., whatever his name is, he's another guy. I mean, it's a good play. It's a good play. He'll get you 29, 30. He had a good game in the scrimmage. I think people are going to be excited to chase it. I like this team. There's nobody on this team that's going to get 20 minutes and I say it's a bad play. All right? But I'm big on Napier today. I don't know why. I love Napier. And then we have these bongers and whatever, right? Hachimura. I've been reading and hearing multiple reports that they want to use him as the number 1 person. All right, they're gonna be feeding him. If he's getting minutes in the center role, he'll get rebounds. The talent is there. It's just that he'll play 40 minutes, go 0 for 8. So be careful, man. Be careful. He's very chalky. I got him in 1 out of my 4 lineups. I think I'm gonna get him out. I don't love that price. I saw him doing damage in the preseason and the scrimmages, and I know that the talent's there, but I don't love that price. I like him better on FanDuel. He's 5K over there, so definitely pick him on FanDuel where he's 5K. But for 7K, for me to have to just like sit and expect mid-40s from the guy. I mean, if I get mid-40s for 5K, wow, happy. But for me to have to sit there and like sweat it out, 45 from Hachimura. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get him out my lineup. I had him in 1 out of 4. I just have to talk out loud. And when I talk out loud, I can see things a little more clear. Mo Wagner is a fan favorite for some reason. These DFS guys really like him. Why not? My favorite player on this team is Mr. Thomas Bryant. This guy has never got minutes and not performed. Let me repeat myself. Hold on. Thomas Bryant has never got minutes and not performed. One more time. Thomas Bryant has never got minutes and not performed. Let's see if I'm lying. 24 minutes, 21. 19, 26. 24, 35. What else? 15 minutes, 20. 18, 23. Okay. I saw a report that there will be no minute restriction for him. There will be no. So if he's going to get 30 fantasy points for 4,600, why not? Just give me that. He got some upside, man. Don't sleep. He'll mess around and give you 10 times value tonight. I love Thomas Bryant. I love Napier. And I love this game. I like Ish Smith. I love Ish. Stack them. Put Napier and Ish Smith. You got the whole point guard rotation for less than 10K. You know you're going to get 60 out of the both of them. You have to. How could you not? So if you're a cash guy and you're in one of those smaller pools and you just want to get ahead of the competition, stack them. I don't have them stacked. I don't really like Ish Smith like that. Ish Smith is has always been known to thrive in the bench role behind bums. He's never been behind a good Napier kind of player. He's been behind Reggie Jackson and shit like that. So I've just never been a big Ish Smith guy like that. But I won't make my personal bias stop you from getting a nice 6 times value out of somebody in a good spot to get it. You know what I mean? So if you feel like, you like them and something stand out, jump on some Ish. But Thomas Bryant, definitely my favorite player. He's just too cheap. Look, he's averaging 6 times on the season, guys. Look at it. I don't know why they probably got him cheap like that because they probably thought that he was gonna be a little banged up or whatever. But they said no minute restriction. I think I read that. No restriction. Oh, that's Holmes. Holmes, no minute restriction. What are they talking about with him? He finished with just 4 points. I like it. Just, you see, look, I love that Draftkings got the slander under his name right here. He played 8 minutes, and that's all they give him. So it looked like he got some health issues going on, which might open up Hachimura some more. But again, we see this guy can make value in 20 minutes, man. He's 4K. Play the man. Just play him. Play him, all right? Let me go on my Twitter, see what type of news is coming out of Fantasy Labs. Make sure we not missing nothing, all right? We gonna make sure we not missing nothing, guys. We gotta get all of it, all of it. We gotta get all of it. Fantasy Labs. All this political shit be popping up, fucking with my emotions. Be trying to, you know what I'm saying? Nothing from today. Nothing from today. Nothing from today. So, let's get back to it. Nothing from today. So yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time. Phoenix again. Rubio. I already made my case for him. He's top 3, top 4 in the league in assists. He'll score. He's averaging 5 times his price. He has a good matchup playing against some scrubs. This game, it should be. Look, man, it's Rubio. In the last 10 games, look, he got 70 points, guys. He's a triple-double threat every night. He's going to get double digits points, double digits assists. He's going to get rebounds. None of them dudes on Washington are good rebounders. Brian, Hachimura, none of those dudes cleaning up the board like that. So, Rubio is one of my top players. Somebody asked me who's my must-play. Plug Rubio. But look, all these are look, out of the last 10, look, 60, 47, 48, 40, 70, 40. There's no reason not to consider some Rubio, okay? Then we can look at his teammate, D-Book. For that price, we need 50s, low 50s. He does it. He does it. 1, 2, twice in the last 10 games. He lives in the 40s for the most part. Again, that price can cripple a lineup when you got so many cheaper guys who can take you over the top. So consider some Rubio. Definitely consider some Booker. All right, you can't go wrong. My boy St. Case, he's been in my inbox. He loves Bridges. Loves Bridges today. He's like, oh my God, you're gonna learn today. Let me see if I get it. I'm gonna tell you his quote unquote. I share the thoughts of my crew members, because especially the ones that succeed, right? We gotta show them love. You know what I'm saying? What he said? He said, look, he pulled up a whole thing. Phoenix Suns coach Monty Williams wants small forward Michael Bridges to be more aggressive when the season resumes in Orlando. Quote, I want him to be who he is, and you guys saw that in the first 65 games. But I want him to be more aggressive with the ball. He sensed me this. He was like, you're going to learn today. He says, you don't know about his game, but you're going to learn. Whatever. All right, that's enough touting. Mikal Bridges, if you like him, play him. The point that he could go 43 minutes, 21 points, 43, 42. If I get 42, I'm happy. 10 rebounds, I don't know. I think Rubio going to come for some of those. 39 minutes, 33. What we can say is there's no Oubre, and this guy's getting heavy minutes, and the coach wants him to be more aggressive. He's 5K. All right. I can't say don't play him. I don't have him in any lineups, just not into that, but whatever. What's going on with Saric? He playing? He did more during Thursday practice. Excuse me. Oh. Whatever that means. This Johnson kid is sneaky, man. Cam Johnson. Whenever he gets opportunity, he comes through. For 4K, if he's going to get 30 minutes, he's sneaky. I can't say he's a lock or a must play. I could just say he's someone worth considering. But by the way things look, I think Baines already ruled out, no? Oh, he practiced. But Baines not going to get any run. Kaminsky, whatever. You want Ayton for 7,900. I got Ayton in 1 out of 4 lineups. Against this team, he didn't play. For that price, though, we really want mid-40s. And, Toronto could be tough against bigs. Detroit is easy. He got to the bag. Clippers, bigs, like we saw AD last night. Clippers kill the bigs, right? Bigs kill Clippers. Utah, Chicago, So when he's supposed to, he has been. But the teams that give it up to the bigs and the ones that doesn't, he struggled. Tonight he's playing a team that gives it up to the bigs. I got him in 1 of 4. Consider some 8, and he's one of those guys who never go high owned. He has a very good matchup. I don't see any reason not to play him. I got him. I say yes. Play some 8 in. We're halfway through the slate. Let me get back to YouTube and chop it up with my good folks. What up, guys? Talk to me. Talk to me, baby. Long time no hit. Yo, Bad Negro. Salute. Stay away from my Wizards. You feel like that? I'm not going. I just like Napier, bro. I love me some Napier. I'm not going to lie. Still kicking myself for playing Zion last night. Nikita, you've been following me for a long time. Been telling y'all. Listen, Zion, very talented. They're already trying to make him the future of the NBA. I have no hate towards him. Sometimes when I talk about players, I think I give off the impression that I'm calling them bum or scrubs, right? But we're playing DFS. And you have to separate media, hype, talent sometimes from DFS. DFS requires stats. Zion will go out there and maybe give you points. He's not a good rebounder. He's not getting no blocks like that. He's not distributing the rock. So you might just get points from him. So he can literally be 7K and give you 30 points and still not hit 6 times value. So that's the kind of player that I avoid at all costs. I very seldom play people like Zion. I think he's a freak of nature. Everything is set up for him to do well. I just don't think he's DFS worthy. You know what I mean? So, Phoenix Washington game stacked for the millie. Why not? Go for it. Go for it. All right, let's keep it going. Milwaukee. E. Bledsoe is out. George Hill is 3,800. I got some interest in George Hill, okay? He looked good in the scrimmage. Against Boston in 2 games, 22 minutes, he got 20 points. That's just about 6 times value, all right? He's mostly good for a point per minute most of the time. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I don't like playing players, teammates of super players. The Giannis, the LeBrons, the Hardens, who are like the Lucas. I don't like playing their teammates sometimes because they use so much usage. There's so much of the team that a lot of these guys, if they hit value, it's like incidental. They're not worked into the game plan to hit value like that. So for such reason, when there's a super mega star on their team, I tend to shy away from the teammates. With that being said, 3,800 with no Bledsoe. I can't say don't play George Hill, all right? I'm considering him. I might play him. I'm going to revisit my lineup and see what it's hitting for. But I like some George Hill. I think he's a good look. Kyle Korver, if he hits his threes. DiVincenzo. Hey, look. All right, this guy here is gonna get you rebounds against Boston. What he did against them in 27 minutes, 30 for 4,900. 30 is what we need. The thing is, for that 30, how much upside do you have? All right, you got 6 times value, but do you have a potential 8 times, 9 times value in this guy? You know, is he gonna take you to the millie? You know. I don't love it. I don't love it. I would say no. Don't play him. But I'll say no, and then tonight he'll go for 30, and what you guys gonna give me the iPhone what you call it, the emoji eyes. You're gonna give me the emoji eyes and say, oh, you said don't play him. Look, he went off. Anybody could go off. I'm just saying the chances of him going off is not really that great. All right. Yeah, that's how I feel. And then these Shannon Browns, Wesley. It's the same story. If it's Middleton, it's probably the best teammate of Giannis. He's going to be the Robin to Batman against Boston. In 2 games, 30 minutes. He's getting you about 40. I need about 45 to be barely satisfied. 40 won't disappoint me, but it won't make me excited. Again, he's a teammate of a superstar. He's 7,500, and he has a floor of some 20s and low 30s. Just doesn't yell any kind of enthusiasm. He doesn't get me enthusiastic. All right. Then we got Giannis. I'll be stupid to tell you not to play him. I will be an idiot. I mean, like seriously, he's averaging 6 times on the entire season of his price. First game back, he's a guy that loves fans, so he know the fans been missing the sport. He's the type of guy that's gonna come out and give us a good show tonight. The matchup is there. He could be matchup proof. In 2 games, he's averaging 6 times his price. He's an easy 60 tonight. There's no reason for me to say not to play him. It's gonna get you a ton of points, rebounds, assists. Sometimes they even put him in play center. He just starts pulling down rebounds. Look, he'll get you 20, 15 rebounds, 30 points, 20 rebounds, like 40 points, 20 rebounds, 70. Come on, this guy upside is crazy. Okay, if you got 4 lineups and Giannis is not in one of them, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. And if you follow me for a while, you know I used to throw slander on him. Like, oh my God, you're paying $10K for Giannis. Yes. 2 years later, much more weight on him, much more experience. Yes, I'll pay $10K for Giannis. Giannis is balling. He's doing what he got to do. There's no reason to throw slander. I mean, he's averaging 6 times, okay, on the year. He's already averaged 2 games on this team. 60 points is a no-brainer. Giannis is good to go. Brook Lopez, 4,800. In 2 games, he's averaging 25. I don't like his floor. He can get you into the teens if you're not careful. Boston, when what's this guy name? Not Cantor, but whenever the other center plays, they tend to lock down Dice. They tend to be more strict in the center position. Okay. Kemba is on a minute restriction, guys, so be careful, okay? 18 to 20 minutes for 7K. I don't know. I don't know if that's what you want. Also to note, another stat. Okay, Fantasy Labs got news for us. Let's see what's going on. Oh, no, they don't. All right, another thing that I like to look at on this stats. Where is it? Where's my NBA? Is defense. We know that the Grizzly, you know, we look at their defense and say they're the best defensive team. Not Grizzlies, the Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks. But they're also the fastest pace, which is 2 things. So best defense makes you not want to attack them, but fast pace make you want to attack them, right? So some players tend to do good against them for the pace alone, but then a lot of them don't because of the defense. So take that with a grain of salt. Kemba is overpriced for only getting 20 minutes. Marcus Smart is overpriced just because Kemba is playing and he's going to be getting minutes, period. I look at Jaylen Brown, 7K. We need 40. If you give me 40, I'm impressed. He got it in him. He's averaging 35 on the season. He's been hot. Look, 36, 33, 33, 39, 36. So he lives in the 30s. He's in the 6K range. He won't sink you, okay? I don't see him sinking you. And he's been getting better. I mean, he's been marching and he's been activism and all that. So he might have a little bit of, what do you call it? He might have a little battery in his back. I don't know. He might do it for the culture. All right. Tatum for 9K, I would say, whoa. We need 50 from him. He's been touching 50. But if you pay 8,700 for Tatum, okay, and you get 35 or 34 fantasy points, you're going to be hitting the green deposit button. That's a big chunk of your salary for 30 points. All right, so it's almost like 20% almost, a little bit less than 20% of your salary. So avoid hitting the deposit button, guys. You want to build a bankroll. Tatum is a little bit too expensive, and Milwaukee's a little bit too long. All right, I don't see Tatum doing too well in this matchup anyway. Hayward, I'm always suggestive of him. I never used to like him. But for DFS purposes, if you're 6,800 and you got 55-point upside, or you consistently getting me 44, 38, I'm happy. 48, 50, 41, those are good numbers, all right? He played 31 minutes and only had 19. 36, only had 20. You could say he had a bad game, but 2 games back to back, he played, I remember this Brooklyn game, he got hurt. He got hurt and came out. Then he got healthy, came back, and consistently got us in the 40s and 50s. So if he's going to be getting minutes in the upper 30s, and Kemba is going to be limited, I think Hayward is sneaky tonight. If you're looking for a GPP player and you want to be a little bit different and have a lower owned guy that can put you ahead of the competition, Hayward is one of those kind of players that I would suggest tonight. Like, yeah, he could take you to the finish line. So check out some Hayward. If you got 150 lineup, you need Hayward in about 20. Easy, you know what I mean? That's how I feel about that. And then Thais for 5K, I would say no. I mean, his ceiling is just not there. We like ceiling. I like talk ceilings. All right? Let's see what y'all got going on, man. Yo, you see, I got the old school breakdown from Simplified today, boy. I got the old school breakdown from Simplified, okay? If it goes to overtime. Oh, yeah. Any game go to overtime. If you stack it, you're in good shape. Greek for 10-5 is a lock. I agree, man. That guy been balling. He's been balling. He's been balling. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We got 2 more games to go. This game right here got my interest, man. I don't know why, but you see this man right here? Just like I feel about Napier, I feel about D. Murray. All right? Brian Forbes already ruled out. Pat Mills is old. Him and White, I think White gonna be more popular. For some strange people love White. For some strange reason, people love Derek White. I do not love Derek White. I love D. Murray. D. Murray has found his game before the break went out. He was winning me money before the break went out. Of course, if he goes 3 for 16, get you 17 points, you're like, damn, what the explicit, you know what I mean? But I mean, for 6K we need mid 30s, upper 40. I like him, man. I think, look, in 2 games, 29 minutes, he already smashed the competition, almost 7 times his prices. Why does that stop today? He's another guy. He's like showing a lot of attitude during the break off, been active in a lot of like social shit, and like, had a lot to say. So he better come on the court and still have a lot to say. That being said, this 49 is a little bit fake. He had 6 steals against a very careless Cleveland team. So we take away 12 from this. We have about 37, which is still 6 times value. I like D. Murray tonight. Charlotte, what he had? 2 steals. That's more like it. 6 assists, 20 points, 5 rebounds. I can very easily see a line like that tonight. I think he's going to score 30 real life points. I don't know why. I really feel like that, man. I really like him tonight. I love D. Murray. Love D. Murray tonight. He's in like all my lineups, I believe. If not, I have 4, and I think he's in 3. All 4. He might be in all 4. All right. Then, D. White, I don't love this guy, man. But what am I going to say? This is fake. He gave you 4 blocks and 2 steals. So that's 12. You take away 12, we're about 35. For 5,700, 35 is acceptable. But if you get 24, 20, look at this guy. You get 1 game. I'm just not a fan. I don't even like his game like that, to be honest. I don't really see what he has to offer. I'm not a big fan. Lonnie Walker, I'm not a big fan. He's always like popular. I remember he was like super chalk one game and he got like 8. I think this is the game, the last one, right? It was some game he was like really chalked out. And I was like, people, do not play Lonnie Walker. What you mean? Everybody's out. He's out. He's out the question. I would say no, don't play Lonnie. Again, he'll go off and people will throw whatever. DeRozan for 7,700 with no LMA. I think the usage are going to be there. And 2 games against this team, about 5 times value. I'm looking for 6. 3 games in a row, he got me in the 40s. I don't see why he can't do that again tonight. I'd rather CJ McCollum. But look, he's getting assists, guys. Whenever he gets assists, I see him getting 20 points, 10 assists, easy. So 40s, mid 40s. I don't see why you don't want to play. Me, I don't really like playing DeRozan. Me, personally. But that's me, for my line. For your line, I'm not going to sit here and say he's a bad play. I'm just saying that, just he's in a good spot. The usage is going to be there. With Murray, I'll go Murray. But DeRozan is a good play. Rudy G, I think he'll get more minutes today. Whenever he gets minutes in the upper 20s, can't even say that. Look, he got 36 minutes against Cleveland. Everybody does well against Cleveland. So what? He's just not consistent. His floor is too low. He'll get 30 minutes to get you 40, but then he'll get you 26 minutes, get you 21. You get 21 for 5,300. You might be a little bit upset at that. All right, you might be a little bit upset at that. But again, like who's playing the four? Eubanks? I don't know. They don't even have a center like that. Portal's trash. Zeller, I like. I like Zeller. But guess what? Zeller hasn't played basketball all year. I don't know what to expect from him. Metu, and it's Popovich. Listen, Sacramento come out, hit 3 3-pointers in a row. They go down 9-zip. Popovich is pulling every single starter off the court and starting over. He's like, nah, I don't like what I see. He does the weirdest shit. So I would just use caution, period, man. I like Murray, but let's not get it twisted. Murray will get pulled. San Antonio go down by 10 in the first couple minutes. The whole 5 is getting pulled. He's just gonna. I've seen him do it way too many times. So, with that being said, D Fox, 7K. We need mid 40s. I would say no. I would actually discourage a D Fox play tonight. People tend to like him, but not me. Against San Antonio, he played one game, 25 minutes. He only got to 22. Not a big D Fox guy. Look, it's like his ceiling is barely 6 times his price. No room for real upside. Just be careful, okay? I do like the wing players, though. I love Buddy Hield tonight. Buddy Hield is averaging almost 7 times his price on the season. Granted, Fox mixed a lot of time, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? He comes off the bench. He'll play mid to low 20s, and he'll take 12 to 16 shots. Are you kidding me? All I need is 30, baby. Just give me that 30-30, and I'm good to jiggle. All right? Show Buddy Hield some love. Get you that 30-30, and keep it moving. All right? But my favorite play. So, all right, let's consider everybody. Let's look at Bogdanovich. 4,800. We just need that 30-30. Same situation. He got a little bit of upside in him, but he doesn't have that consistent floor, right? He'll get you low to mid 20s. Fox is back in, so he's not getting to play too much point guard role. So he's pretty much going to be just throwing up shots. I'm not really a big fan. At least with Buddy here, I know he's the number 1 off the bench. So when everybody's getting rest, he's overexerting himself. The usage goes through the ceiling. He's there. All right. Harrison Barnes. Somebody I know, they call him Mr. 30. He'll get you to 30 and that's it. But that's not too... Look, 30. But he does look 30. If he gets you to 30, right? Be careful, man. Don't mess with no... And then they got Bazemore now. Corey Brewer. I like Brewer. Me and Brewer got a good relationship. B. Halixa, I'm not a big fan when everybody's healthy like this. I mean... He'll get you 30 points. 30 minutes, 17 points. Once you start doing like consistently 30 minutes, 24 points, I'm not really considering you, man. You're not getting me that 6 times that I'm looking for, and you're just a hit or miss fluky play, and that worries me. I do see some Jabari Parker at 3K though. The talent's there. Is the opportunity going to be there? We don't know. He seems to be on the bottom of the totem pole. Teams tend to not like to play him for whatever reason. But guys, it's probably one of the best plays on the slate. This guy got 40, 50 point upside. He's 5,100. All right. He's good for a point per minute. We know they said he has no minute restriction. Okay. He's officially cleared, and they said no minute restriction for him. He's ready to go. Luke Walton is gonna. He already said it. No minute restriction. They already said that. Okay. I don't see a game where he don't get a point per minute. So all he needs is 30 minutes. I see him getting that tonight. Love Holmes. Love Holmes, okay? And then Giles. I mean, Giles is talent. The talent's there. Just depends on the approach. I mean, you're getting 8, 16, 15. I'm not really interested in that. I'm just not. To keep it a whole stat, all right? So we got one more game to go, man. Let me see if y'all still chatting. Let me see what y'all still talking about. Cantor will be needed this game. Don't play Cantor. Trust me. Once Dice is playing, do not play Cantor. Especially against Milwaukee. Do not play Cantor. I like Murray. I just can't trust Pop. Same. 100%. I love Murray. I got him in a lot of lineups. I just hope Pop don't pop him. Luke at 10.5 in the second highest game on the slate, or Freak at the same price. That's tough. You can ask 50 people, you're not gonna get them. You probably get 25 say one and 25 say the other. That's tough. Me, I got. That's tough. That's tough. I would say I would go with pace. I would let the pace of the game be the reason I say Luka. Luka pace. You know, Boston might want to come down and run sets and slow it down, call out some plays. Houston is just giving Harden the ball and go. Rebound, go. And it'll be more rebound. Harden thought more breaks. I think it'll be more possessions in that game. So I would say Luka for those reasons, but it's a very close call. Luka underpriced. Yeah, I personally don't like playing DeRozan. Me either. I like Rudy G when he's in the 4. Yeah, same. Yo, Hustle, what up, B? Yo, Hustle, man, that's my favorite DFS player. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. After, I am not a hater, man. When I log into Twitter and I see a man rack up 25 bands, 50 bands for the night, I'm like, God bless you, man. God bless you, Hustle. Keep hustling, man. Take it. Keep getting their money. Take all of it. Holmes is my boy. Yeah, I like Holmes. You like Zeller? I don't know what to expect from him. I mean, if he gets minutes, I like him. He's competent, I just don't know what Pop got in store for him. So it's the minutes. I don't know what to think about his minutes. I don't want to lead you the wrong way, man. I'm gonna stay in my lane and say I don't know. I don't know what Pop got going on for them. I haven't heard any news. Haven't read anything. I don't know what the heck is going on with Zeller. I don't know. I'm being honest, man. I don't know what to say about Zeller. All right. Let's keep it going. Dallas versus Houston. Yeah. All right, I was big. Let me get to that. All right, so Luka, 10.5. Another guy averaging just about 6 times his price. He's already had success against this team. 34 minutes, he went for 71. If I get 71 out of him again tonight, I'm happy. 50, 60, 70. Again, now, if we pay 10.5 and we get 39, we're pissed. We're going to hit the deposit button. If we pay 10K and we get, 38 minutes, Chicago, that's supposed to be an easy game for him. We get 43, we might be hitting the deposit button, all right? So that's why I got 4 lineups. 2 of them I'm paying up, and 2 of them is old school simplified, all right? Just in case the pay-ups go off, all right, I got them. If they don't, the old school simplified is going to take me to the profit, all right? So that's my thing right now. With that being said, Luka in the last 10 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 50% of the time, 50-50. The matchup is there. The history is there. We already got a little sample game to go by. We know he's gonna get you every stat on the board. He's a stud. He's one of the future of the NBAs. All right? Can't sell him any better. Mr. Dead on right. I would say no, only because now we look at this game. He played 28 minutes. He went up for 35, but before that, 18 and 19. So he's very streaky. He's hit or miss. The reason I'm going to lay off of him is because another teammate of his have been very hot lately. Very hot. His name is Seth Curry. Even before the break, he was hot. In the scrimmages, he stayed hot. This game was a blowout, so he only played 15 minutes. But if the game stays close, we see him going for 35, 37, 46. The guy's been lights out. He's looking like his brother from downtown as of late. I think the other day he just went 8 for 8 from downtown in the scrimmage. Like his shots are falling. He's going to get you some assists. Doesn't really have too much defensive numbers, but offensively, if he's going to be doing what he's been doing for 5K, sign me up. In 2 games, 20 minutes, he kind of been subpar against Houston. So that might be a reason to say don't play him. But honestly, I don't have too much bad things to say about Mr. Seth Curry. I think it's one of those plays. If you're going to ride the hot hand, go for it. CH Jr. is a dub. Don't play him ever. Kleber. DFS, I always like, is he playing? I don't know. If you got DFS news, let me know. It's a guy for 4K. He's going to get you in the mid-20s once he gets the minutes.
He's going to get 30-something minutes. Most likely, he's going to get you in the mid-20s. And the way that the Rockets are going small, what the heck is happening? Come on, my computer's starting to get weird on me. The way that the Rockets are going small, in 2 games, he's 33 minutes, he got to 30. That's about almost 8 times that price. Again, if you're a big GPP and you got big grand cojones, play this guy, man. Play him. 4K, everybody's chasing value, whatever. You got a nice guy, 2% own. He give you 35. You surround him with Giannis, Luka, you get some nice other value. You're in the 400s. You know what I'm saying? Consider some DFS, man. I mean, come on, look at it. This game here, he only played 9 minutes. I'm gonna exclude it, right? So whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 10 times. Back in February, he went through something, but I don't know. See, maybe I need to pull back. Maybe I'm going too hard. I think you can play the guy, man. I think he'll be okay. He'll do the dirty work and get this. He's one of those guys that you watching the game and you don't see his name at all. But then you go check your lineup. He got 30 points. You're like, wait a minute. I watched the game. He didn't do nothing. He's one of those kind of guys, right? So consider some DFS. And then Porzingis. I was big on Porzingis till I saw the scrimmages. His 3-pointers are not falling right now. And he only hits value when he could score 30 points. If he doesn't score 30 points, you're going to get this from him, 32 and 24. All right? When he starts going 1 for 8 or 0 for 5 from downtown. All right? Granted, in 2 games against the Rockets, he got 53. I'm not going to chase that tonight. Again, there's so many centers that's cheaper who can get me to the finish line. I'm just going to take a wait-and-see approach. Boban has been murdered in the preseason or the scrimmages. I don't know why they don't give him more minutes. I remember watching the last game before the whole thing went down. I think this was a Jazz game, wasn't it? No, but it came on the same night. Boban was unstoppable, but guess what? They only like giving him 9. If he only just get 20 minutes, I know he's going to do well. But if he gets 9 and 6 minutes and you have him in your lineup for flipping 4,800, you're going to be like, oh my God, I played Boban. You're going to be sick. Sick to your gut. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say Luka, DFS, or maybe some Seth Curry. Keep it pushing. Know what I mean? And then on Houston, James Harden is a lock for me. I got him in 2 of my 4 lineups. I got a lineup with Harden. I don't know. Maybe I should slow down with the Harden. Nah, I can't. The Harden I see in the scrimmages look ready, man. This guy's about to put up like 70 today. Look, he already 6 times value in 2 games against them. He's gonna play 40 minutes. We know he's never gonna come out the game. He's gonna play all the minutes. The talent is there again, though, guys. If you pay 11K and you get 46 or 30, these are good defensive team. Or 43. You know what? I'm about to revise my line. I'm gonna do 1 Harden line and that's it. Right now I got 2, but the other one I'm gonna turn into a Giannis line. I don't like paying 11K for players, man. I don't like playing 11K for players because if they get you 40, you're already on the bottom of the ship. You can get mid-price guys that get you the same 40s and 50s that are more safe. That if they get 40, you're like, yes. Not a guy that when he gets 40, you're like, oh my God. When you didn't have to pick him. You know what I'm saying? He's a stud in the league. He's great. But he's not gonna give you 70 every game. And if you mess up and have him on that game when he doesn't get you to 70, if his shot's a little bit off that game, he can cost you. With that being said, not having him can cost you. I've seen Harden put up 100 points, 60% owned. If he does that, you're done. You're not winning anything. But how often he does it? A couple times a year, a few times a year. Okay? It's the first game back from hiatus. Want to be careful. Westbrook, on the other hand, now is averaging about 6 times his price. He does it a lot more consistent than Harden. In 2 games against him, he's about 50. So why not go Westbrook as a pivot? The ownership probably be a little less. Last 10 games got you to 51, 2, I see a 3. Sometimes it's hard to scroll on this thing, you know? And people have said to me in the past, what are you talking about? A 50 is a 50. I don't think a 50 is a 50. I do not play that brand of DFS basketball. If you're 11K and you get me 55, I am pissed off. You get me 50 for 11K? That's 4.5 times your price. I am sick. You didn't even get 5 times back. I just spent more than 20% of my salary on you. I could have got 2 guys for 55 apiece who got me 40 apiece, and that's 80. Or who got me 30 apiece, and that's 60. Meanwhile, I'm happy because you got me 50. Come on, a 5K guy, I'm looking for 30. I could have got 2 of those guys. So I don't believe in that. Some people, they stand behind it. Their thing is, oh, if you get 50 from your pay ups, but 50 from your pay downs, they got weird strategies. It works for them sometimes. It's like me. Mine doesn't work all the time, but I like it. I like my strategy, and that's what I do. Okay, I've been staying in my own lane more. I don't go on people's shit. I couldn't even tell you what they got going on over there on the other side. I don't even go. I don't have anything bad to say about nobody. I'm just worrying about me, and I don't like paying 11K for players because it's a trap to me. It's a setup. All right. So now that rant's over, consider some Westbrook. He's cheaper. The usage are going to be there. He's going to fill up the stat sheet. He's already showed success against this team. There's no reason not to play him. All right. They said that House, is it House? They said that's starting for So Eric Gordon twisted his ankle. He's going to miss a couple weeks. All his backups are too cheap. I think they said House is going to start for him. For that 3,800, House has on numerous occasions showed us that he can come through. I actually like his game, to be honest. But look, 30 minutes, 17 points. Again, I don't like picking players from teams that have a lot of superstars, okay? This team has 2. They have 2 usage monsters. So a lot of these guys, if they're not getting rebounds or hitting down that corner 3 or that kick out, it's going to be a tough day for them. So if you want to bank on that, then pick House. He's cheap. So he can have 10, and if you got some solid plays around him, you can still at least cash and make back your money. So I'm not going to sit here and say fade House. That's dumb, okay? He's cheap. He's starting. He's going to get a lot of shots up if they kick out, come to him or whatever. Oh, what's this? What happened? Oh. Hold on, let me just make sure. All right, we're good. He's going to get a lot of, if the kickouts come to him, he'll get a lot of shots up. He should do well, okay? These, Covington, if once he gets double-digit rebounds, he's going to hit value. That's a fact. He never played against them. They just got him in a trade. We know he got some 40-point upside, but sometimes he gets in the 20s. But the 40s do come a little more consistent than I give him credit for sometimes, you know. He'll get into the 30s and 40s. But a 6K guy that's on the same team with Harden and Westbrook, it's just risky, man. It's risky business. I don't like to do it. I'm being honest. But he's like their best defensive threat. PJ Tucker got potential. All these guys have potential. If it's not Westbrook or Harden or one of the 3K range guys, I'd probably say fade. But show Covington some love. Every now and then he'll come through and make you happy. And that's the end of the slate. I can't believe I turned a 6-game slate into an hour-and-a-half video. But I had to give you guys genuine, good information. That's just from the bottom of my heart. This is what I love to do. I'm happy that I'm back here again. If you want some expert, individualized advice, hit the inbox. Let's chop it up. Let's talk about it, all right? I'm just going to go through these questions here in the chat box, and I'm going to get some rest. I worked 12-hour shift last night. Got a haircut this morning. Came on the live, make sure my crew got the information that they like to hear from me. Just dedicated like that, you know what I mean? Let's get it. Lonnie Walker Jr. thoughts. I've heard the chatter around the industry. Listen, listen, a lot of people say shit and then they go and say sorry. And I don't want to offend nobody who been through shit. I just don't want to mess with Lonnie Walker, man. I think that I don't like Lonnie Walker today. I've been here before. Let me speak professionally. We've seen a situation where Lonnie Walker was chalk and he disappointed the masses. I don't know what's been going around the industry because I don't listen to the industry. I've been isolated. I've had so much. This has been probably one of my best DFS years since I've been playing, and it's the only year that I've like completely blocked out every other YouTuber, blog, and everything. I go on one website just for kind of like value plays, you know, that sports from the basement. That's my little thing. I go there and look for like little values, but other than that, I don't know what the industry talk about. But I would say no Lonnie Walker, okay? I forgot how entertaining the breakdowns are. Yeah, man, I try to give it to you how I'm simplified. If Houston plays small ball, watch out playing Boban. Yeah, no Boban. I don't. They don't like to play. Boban only gets blowout and like scrimmage play. They don't play Boban. Exactly what the value angle you spoke about. Okay, rather have a Levert. Yeah, exactly. Need 60 plus. No, you don't. You need 66. My system calls for 6 times value of the price. I do not believe in this bull crap about, oh, 50 is a 50. You will never hear me agree with that. It boils. You don't understand what it does to me. It pisses me off. Like, on a different level. Somebody, oh, yeah, if you get 50, 50 is a 50. Are you happy with a 50? No, not for 11K. I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, if he gets 50 for 11K on the Draftkings app, they're going to have a big ice cube next to his name. So how the heck is a 50 a 50 when he's going to have a big ice cube? If you have the Draftkings app, when you do good, they put fire, they put flames. When you do bad, they put a big ice cube. If you are 11K and you get 50 fantasy points, you're gonna have a big ice cube next to your name. So I don't know where the people get this logic from. What do you think of DeRozan? I think the opportunity is there, the usage is there. The opportunity is there, the usage is there. I don't think it's a bad play at all. I think you definitely want to consider some DeRozan. Mamba says thanks. Yo, Mamba, got you. You know, you one of the day ones. Let's get it. What game to fade complete? You can't listen. Every single game is gonna have somebody with a fire next to their name. Some games are harder to find that player than others. But to say to fade a game completely is just not a wise comment. I'm trying to be a little bit more wise with my verbiage. Bro, lucky you wasn't in Kentucky when you got pulled over. They took my black ass to jail for suspended L's. Glad you back in good luck tonight. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would ever be in Kentucky, to be honest, bro. And not because of like racism or anything. It's just that Kentucky is not a market for me. It doesn't pay my job. They don't pay my job well there. There's not enough entertainment there. I just don't think I'll be in Kentucky. But I don't want to go into a tangent on that either. But yeah, man. I mean, I've been having good experience with law enforcement. Whenever they pull me over, I'm respectful. I give them what they want. My L been suspended forever. One of these streams, I'm gonna show you how many fucking tickets I got for suspended. And it just maybe if I get locked up, it'll be good for me. Maybe then I'll get my shit together. But until something actually happens, I take it for a joke, bro. It's like, come on, I'd rather give DraftKings my money or one of you guys. 4.3K. Hit me in the inbox on Twitter, bro. I'm done with the slate. But if you hit me, I'll give you a personalized consultation. We could talk about it. Appreciate you, bro. See you at the top. I'm already at the top, but you could meet me here. Let's go. Let's get it. Actually, thoughts on Morant. You might have to rewind to when I broke down that game. I gave my thoughts on him. Once his assist numbers are there, then I think he's a good play. Money goes a long way here. Trust me. Yeah. I mean, I got a little money and all that, but I don't know, man. I just don't see myself in Kentucky ever. How many lineups are you going to have with 2 centers? Most of my lineups have 2 centers. There's too many good centers tonight for me not to do that. Holmes, Jarrett Allen's, most of my lineups, probably all of them have 2 centers. Thoughts on Nurkic? Again, if the coach tells me right now he's going to get 30 minutes, I'll say lock him in. 100%. Love Nurkic tonight. All right, guys, listen, man. It's a pleasure to be back with you guys. I wish everybody good luck. You know, if I win money, I'm gonna be super. You might have to mute me on Twitter for like a day or two if I win some money, because I am gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy. It's fuego. And if I lose, I'm just gonna humbly take my loss and try again tomorrow. That's what we do. It's DFS, all right? Y'all take it easy, man. We gonna talk. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me in the inbox. Add me. Let's talk about it, man. Let's win this money. I'm out. Peace.